far. My name is George Phillip Shoultz III. They call me GPS. And I am just thrilled to welcome you here to Lifting Every Voice to Inspire Change. Our Father's Day sing-along, we wanted to find a way just to breathe some beauty, breathe some joy, breathe some life into our communities right now, especially celebrating our Black community, our fathers, our Black fathers, our families, and that we can all stand in solidarity, lifting our voices, doing everything that we can to inspire change. I'm so glad that you're here with us. We apologize for the delay. We had some outages and issues, but we are live and ready to rock and roll now. I have some amazing friends with me who I'd like to introduce to you now all across the country. They're going to make their way on the screen here. You're going to see out in Baltimore, there's Alicia Lee. In Oakland, California, there's my friend Melanie DeMore. Down in Huntsville, Alabama, Jason Max Ferdinand.
Yeah.
And right here on the other side of the Twin Cities, Javonte Patton. So Javonte and Jason, happy Father's Day to you, my fellow fathers.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Delighted for you to sing with us. And to my sisters, Alicia and Melanie, thank you for coming and celebrating Father's Day with us. I can think of no two singers to join us better than the two of you from each side of the country. How are you, Alicia?
So humbled today and grateful to be celebrating with you all. You know, honoring Black fathers is what Father's Day has always been about for me. So I'm thrilled to be here today. Thank you for this opportunity.
Absolutely. And Melanie, how are you, love, out in Oakland?
I'm doing fine right here in the towns. San Francisco calls themselves the city. We call ourselves the town.
The town.
Glad to be here. Glad to be singing from the town to all of you.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to keep this rolling today. You're going to hear from each person in their own way. And I thought I would start with a little bit of a togetherness medley, something outside of the norm for me usually. But I was like, you know, if we're going to celebrate families, I got to go back to the roots and some songs that have inspired me through the years. So these are short medleys because we want to keep this rolling. But just sing with me. Even if you don't know it, I think you can catch on real fast. We start first with a little bit of Whitney and CeCe Winans. This is Count on Me. Count on me through thick and thin, a friendship that will never end. When you are weak, I will be strong, helping you to carry on. Call on me, I will be there. Don't be afraid. Please believe me when I say, count on. You can count on me. You and I must make a pact. We must bring salvation back. Where there is love, I'll be there. I'll reach out my hand to you. I'll have faith in all you do. Just call my name and I'll be there. Don't you know, baby, yeah, yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there, yeah, 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 yeah. Just call my name and I'll be there. All right, now you know this one. Now if you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far, baby. Just call out my name. I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from you. Ain't no mountain enjoyed those. I just was inspired to go back to the songs that George Shoultz, and Betty Shoultz played down in Columbus, Georgia. Thanks for providing that supportive and nurturing household to me, to Brandy, and to Jeffrey. Happy Father's Day, Dad. And to everyone else out there, these songs of togetherness, we need them in this time to sing about our connectedness, whether we are bonded by blood and by ancestry, or just by the fact that we are all human beings living on this earth. We must band together against those who are trying to tear us apart. Especially on today, 2 days after Juneteenth, when we celebrate freedom, Black people of African descent finally getting that freedom that was deserved, that should not have had to be earned, should not have had to be given, but finally it was. And I can think of no better way to celebrate that today than to listen to and sing with what has become the national anthem for those of us of African descent. Lift every voice and sing. It's a piece that's important to all of us. And my good friend and colleague, Dr. Eugene Rogers, who is the founding director of Exigence, a Sphinx vocal ensemble, will tell us about it, and we will listen to Exigence perform it now.
120 years ago, James Weldon Johnson, a prominent writer, civil rights activist, and leader in the NAACP, wrote "Lift Every Voice and Sing" to honor Booker T. Washington. His brother Rosamond put the poem to music, and the new piece was given birth as the Negro National Hymn by the NAACP in 1919. That same year was also known as the Red Summer, in which over 300 Black people in America were unjustly killed. 120 years later, we sing that hymn, now referred to as the Black National Anthem, in honor of George Floyd and all those we have lost before their intended time.
Lift every voice and sing, till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun. Our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Thank you so very much, Eugene and members of Exigence, for that poignant presentation of Lift Every Voice and Sing. For those of you who don't know about the Sphinx Music Organization, they exist to transform the musical scene by highlighting the diversity of our musical communities, and particularly giving voice to and amplifying voices of African American and Latinx musicians. You can find out more about them at Sphinx We're glad to partner with them today. I'd like to invite my friend Jason in from Huntsville. Jason is the conductor of the world-famous and extraordinary Aeolians of Oakwood University. Jason, I'm so glad you're with us today.
Happy to be here, Philip.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you so much, and same to you.
And when we come back, I want to see your daughter in the second time you come in. We want to.
All right, we'll find her.
So just briefly, before you go into your songs, what does Father's Day mean to you? Memories that you have.
Oh man, Father's Day is just a time to kind of sit back and reflect on what was poured into me by my father and my grandfather, and just think about the legacy that I now have to pass on to my kids. So it's just a time to just kind of step back a little bit and realize the precious gift of fatherhood.
Yeah, well said, my friend. Well said. It is a precious gift indeed.
Yeah.
And you're going to lead us in a song that many of us will know. I've got
Yeah.
Peace Like a River, so I'm going to get out of the way and let you just take it away.
Yeah, Philip, how you got me to sing is pretty amazing. I'm not a singer, but no, this little song has been in my heart with all that's been going on. Real simple. So just join me. Do it a cappella. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. We all need peace, yeah? I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. What's the next thing we need? We need love. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. You know it now, so sing that last one. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul.
Oh, that was beautiful, Jason. I know you don't claim to be a singer, but I knew your presence, your sincerity was what we needed today. And the news that I woke up to here in Minneapolis about a shooting that happened early this morning.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this morning. I don't know many details, but that peace that you just infused us with, that reminder, that deep and abiding joy, that deep and abiding love that we need to lead with is on my heart and hopefully on the hearts of everyone out there. So thanks for agreeing to sing today. And you're going to be back later to tell us about a wonderful video premiere of your choir, of the Aeolians.
Will do. I'll be right here.
All right. Thanks, Jason. Friends, I should have told you at the outset that this is about a 65-minute program. So since we started a little late, we'll probably go until 10 or 12 minutes past the hour. We will keep it moving. We wanted to highlight as many different styles of music as possible, alternating between honoring dads and celebrating family with joyful songs, but then also singing songs that will call us into action so that each of us can lift up our voices in singing and in small and large steps to make the world what we want it to be, to make it better. So I'm going to invite Alicia to join us now from the East Coast. And Alicia, how are you?
Hi, Philip.
Friend?
I'm feeling great over here, and
Looking fabulous.
thank you.
Absolutely. Tell us about, you talked about Father's Day has always been about celebrating Black dads for you. So Tell us about that, and then just jump into the 2 songs you're going to sing with us now.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm really excited to be here for Father's Day. Today I celebrate the strongest, my younger brother, who for the first time is celebrating Father's Day as a father of 2. So I'm really excited to celebrate him today. So congratulations to Brandon Lee and his small young family. And Father's Day for me is all about the really excellent men in my life, my father, my grandfathers, my uncles, my great-grandparents, who really instilled in us strong values around justice and love and family. And so I'm excited every Father's Day to celebrate Black families, to celebrate Black people, and to celebrate Black dads. So this is exciting. Today, I'm going to sing a song. We're going to sing a little bit about social justice. I'm so sorry to hear that there was a shooting over in Minneapolis. And at the same time, there's so much violence, of course, in our streets, but we're seeing the amazing resilience, historical resilience of Black people and Black communities as we come together to push for justice and for a world that is better and safer for all of us. So I'm going to bring in my handy GarageBand app, and we're going to sing a song written by some of our favorites, Marvin Gaye and Ivy Winter. Here we go. You'll know it. Calling out around the world. Are you ready for a brand new beat? The summer's here. The time is right for marching in the street down in Chicago. And down in New Orleans, in New York City, all we need is music, sweet music. There'll be music everywhere. They'll be singing and swaying, no time for delaying. We're marching in the street. Oh, it doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you are there. So come on, everyone around the world, get your banners unfurled. Here we go. We'll be marching in the street. It's just an invitation across the nation, a chance for folks to meet. They'll be laughing and singing and music swinging. We're marching in the street. It doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you are there. So come on, every guy, grab a girl, everywhere around the world. We'll be marching in the street. Philadelphia, PA, Baltimore, and DC now. We love our flag here. Don't forget the Motor City. All we need is music. Sing with me. Sweet music. There'll be music everywhere. They'll be singing and swaying, the record's playing. We're marching in the street. It's an invitation across the nation, a chance for folks to meet. We're marching in the street. Awesome. That was so fun. Ivy Winter, thank you for that beautiful classic. Marvin Gaye and William Stevenson. And now I'm going to sing one last song for you before we cut back to our next guest. What an incredible dais of performers GPS has assembled. So grateful for that. And the next song I'm going to sing is a new protest song that actually I wrote last week. It's called Say Her Name. And today we're going to, like we always do, when Black families gather, I'm sure just like your family, my family, when we gather, we call on the names of our ancestors. We put their names in the air, and there's power in doing that. Sometimes we pour libations, right? We pour water or other things, and we call out the names of people that we've lost. And so today I'm going to invite you to do that. We're going to start with saying the names of 6 people who've been lost. And I invite you to join me in singing this new song that honors and brings these brave souls who we've lost back with us so that we can remember them, because we cannot let them be forgotten as we fight for their justice. Thank you so much. Say her name. Say her name, say her name. We cannot let her be forgotten. Say her name, 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 say her name. We cannot let her be forgotten. Say her name, say her name, say her name, say her name. Put her name in the air. 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 Say her name, say her name, say her name, say her name. We cannot ever gotten by us. Say her name, say her name, say her name, say her name. Put her name in the air. Put her name in the air. She cannot be forgotten. Put her name in the air. Say her name. Put her name in the air. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. Say her name. She cannot be forgotten. Rhea Milton. Say her name. Say her name. Michelle Cusseau. Say her name. Say her name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. He cannot be forgotten by us. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Put his name in the air. Say his name. Put his name in the air. He cannot be forgotten. Put his name in the air. Say his name. Put his name in the air. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. George Floyd. Say his name. He cannot be forgotten. Eric Garner. Say his name. Say his name. Philando Castile. Say his name. Say his name. Say their names. Say their names. Say their names. They cannot be forgotten by us. Say their names. Say their names. Say their names. Say their names. Put their names in the air. Say their names. Put their names in the air.
They cannot be forgotten.
Now put their names in the air.
Say their name.
Put their names in the air. Say their names.
Powerful.
Thank you.
Powerful.
Thank you for letting me share that.
Thank you for putting voice to what many of us may have been feeling and not having the words to express.
Thank you.
We'll see Alicia a little bit later, and she's going to change it up when she comes back, but let's just stay in that space for a moment. I recognize that many of you in the listening audience may not be of African descent. You may not be Black, and you're still in the right place. And because you're here, it's because you want to do what you can to make this world more equitable and more inclusive. You're what we call an ally, in a sense. We've given it a name, right? And it's very interesting right now trying to figure out what that means to be an ally. And my friend Melanie the Moore, who we're going to invite in now in just a moment, actually we're going to invite Javonte in first, but Melanie will come in a moment. And when Melanie comes, we talked about what allies can do, about standing up and about listening, and then being willing to put yourself out in front to protect us just like we protect you. We're figuring this out. We're going to get through this together, and there will be better days ahead. And that's why Javonte's coming first before we go to Melanie. So Javonte, how are you over in the other side of Minneapolis? He's getting set there. I see he's got it all set up. Looks like he's going to be coming on here in a moment. It's a beautiful picture of he and his wife back there in the background. He's got 2 beautiful daughters, so who knows? He might be down there trying to deal with the daughters right now. Let's go ahead and switch over to Melanie, and then we'll come back to Javonte in just a second here. It's a beautiful thing about live stream. You never know. Hey, Melanie.
Hello, GPS. So good to see you. This is a beautiful day, and I'm really glad to be a part of this.
Well, we are glad to hear you today. And what are you thinking?
I celebrate my father today. I celebrate my dad and my father, Frank William. My dad, here's an interesting thing. My father was only born 60 years after the signing of the Emancipation. Only 60 years. So he just died in 2014. Things are close. Our history is all around us, up in our face right now. And that's really, we have to look at that. So one of my dad's favorite old spirituals, I want us to just throw our heads back on this. This is how it goes. In these times like this, our ancestors knew that songs were food. They knew that a song could keep you moving. One of my quotes is, a song can hold you up when there seems to be no ground beneath you. And so let's all throw your heads back, and I want to hear harmonies. I want just throw your heads back and sing. You all know this. And it goes like this. Just throw your heads back. I hope you got plenty of room. The whole family's there. Everybody throw your head back. And it goes like this. Shine on me, oh shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me, oh shine on me, yes, shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Lift me up, oh, lift me up. Let the light from the lighthouse lift me up, oh, lift me up, lift me up. Let the light from the lighthouse lift me up. Shine on me. shine on me, oh, shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me, shine on me, oh, shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. It's important to know and remember that even in the darkest times, that light is always there. That we are always being held, even when it doesn't seem like that. This is what our ancestors tell us. And because they remembered and knew that they were held, that's why I'm here now. That's why we're all here now. Okay, GPS.
Thank you, Melanie. That light that's shining in both directions, right? So beautiful, my friend. Thank you for sharing that with us. And we look forward to hearing from you a little bit later. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So part of the reason that we're here, friends, is to do our best to support good causes. So wherever you're listening around the country, you can choose to look up an organization, a Black-led organization, an organization that works for the betterment of the Black community. Somewhere locally, like the NAACP or the Urban League or a more grassroots organization, and find out specifically what they're doing to promote economic recovery and also to provide resources for racial justice and for societal change, particularly as it relates to our laws and structures around police brutality and policing. But I encourage you, if you're so inclined, to give to us here in the Twin Cities at the epicenter of this crisis until recently. George Floyd's murder really has set off a firestorm here, and it has allowed us to begin to engage in conversations that have needed to happen for so many years in the Twin Cities. And the African American Leadership Forum is at the forefront of providing a venue for African American leaders of all generations to come and to develop their leadership skills, to engage with the community, to also find ways to provide recovery mechanisms for all the businesses that are suffering because of the riots and also because of COVID-19. They are also putting resources available to help Black people to tell our own stories, so that we can curate and tell our own stories so that the real truth is out there. Here's a little video about the African American Leadership Forum in the hopes that you might consider donating to them.
Hello, I'm Marcus Owens, the Executive Director of the African American Leadership Forum. At the Forum, our mission is to build a more just and healthy society for everyone. We do this by building a movement of leaders in the African American community to develop a shared Black vision, one that will shift the culture, build the necessary institutions and resources, and change policies to positively impact our community. In order to deliver this vision, the team at the Forum is working hard to build programs that provide leadership development, collective impact, and sharing our narrative.
We're really trying to be intentional about how we engage our 1,500 network contributors. The Forum really values everyone and everyone who wants to engage in the work of envisioning what could a thriving Black community look like in Minnesota. The collective impact work is tackling that question and doing it in an intentional way, focused on community engagement through a task force and a workshop.
Our leadership development initiative starts with the Josie R. Johnson Leadership Academy. We give an opportunity for 10 individuals who are leaders, emerging leaders in the community, to participate in a leadership development acceleration, essentially. We partner them with 10 torchbearers in community, folks who our potential mentors, sponsors, and champions who've committed to supporting their growth throughout this 6-month cohort experience. And that gives them a chance to have a network to lean back on while they go through all the things that they go through in that journey.
One of the things that I've been doing is helping to reshape the narrative around the African American community through communications, and also capturing a lot of the work that the African American Leadership Forum is doing in the community through our convenings and gatherings, such as our annual breakfast gala celebration and our baraza, which is a Black women's health event, and also through our monthly Connect events. And so basically just finding ways to educate our audience about what we're doing to help the community and how they can also support positive outcomes in the Black community.
These are just a few of the amazing things happening at the African American Leadership Forum. It is an exciting time to be part of this movement, and we look forward to deepening our relationships with you and our impact on the African American community. Thank you for joining us today.
You can find a link to give to the African American Leadership Forum at the VocalEssence website. We'll also place it in the comments section so that you can give directly to them through givemn.org. That's giveminnesota.org. And thank you to Marcus Owens and Ernest Comer for the relationship that we've started, and I look forward to working together with you and the Leadership Forum on making our society much better here in the Twin Cities. Building on what Melanie gave us, a song of our ancestors, I'm a product of Columbus, Georgia, 4th Street Missionary Baptist Church, and I know Johnny Flakes III is watching today. At church, I learned my culture. I learned my heritage. My parents played Bill Withers and Earth, Wind, and Fire. I learned our music side by side with learning the European traditions that make me a classical musician. My parents taught me the importance of being proud of who I am and where I've come from, but also respecting, loving, and appreciating the diversity of those around me. This freedom medley is one that comes from my ancestors. The beginning here with roots in America. You'll hear us talking about before I be a slave, I be buried in my grave. Because see, my ancestors knew good and well they were not slaves. They were enslaved, but their souls, their spirits were free. The second song comes from our siblings in South Africa as a part of their anti-apartheid movement. Freedom is coming, justice is coming, a change is coming. And then we come right back here to North America to look over our heads today and say change is in the air. Oh, freedom, sing with me. Oh, freedom, oh, freedom over me. And before I'd be a slave, I'd be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Oh, freedom, oh, freedom, oh, freedom, oh, freedom is coming, oh, freedom, oh, freedom is coming, oh, freedom, justice, oh, justice, oh, justice, oh, freedom, justice, oh, justice is coming, oh, freedom, a change is coming, oh, freedom, a change is coming, oh, freedom, over my head, I see change in the air. Over my head, I see change let's work to get somewhere. Stand up, speak out, and shout, let's work to get somewhere. Stand up, speak out, and shout, let's work to get somewhere. It takes all of us doing a little bit, anything that we can, to be the change that we really want to see in this world. Javonte, I hope you're there at your home. We are so needing to hear some better days. So I want to throw it back there and see. Oh, I see some movement there. Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I am doing great. This has been a beautiful afternoon, and I'm just so thrilled that you are here with us to infuse your gift of song and creativity with us. So tell us first, since we haven't seen you yet, tell us your memories of Father's Day, either as a father or, from the fathers in your life.
My memory of Father's Day wasn't really a day big in our house just because my mom, I was raised by a single mother, so we really didn't celebrate Father's Day in my house like that. My biological father is still alive. I seen him this morning, so now Father's Day means a lot more to me with me having my three little babies, Ella, Zoe, and Callie. So it's been I'm creating memories on Father's Day now.
Yeah, I'm so glad you said that, because it's important for us to acknowledge all the different families, right? Black families come in all different hues and sizes and shapes, and your mother was a strong influence in raising a strong, loving Black man like yourself, so that you now provide for your young people, your daughters.
Absolutely, and I think my daughters. Did you want them to come downstairs?
Yeah, whenever. We can do it now or the second time when
Let's
you do
it the
Rise.
second time.
Okay, that sounds good. So why don't you give us some better days? We need it.
Absolutely, let's go.
Happy Father's Day to all of the amazing fathers out there. I want to encourage you at home that better days are ahead of us. Hey! And the worst is behind us. Hey! Oh, yes. My soul is not afraid. My soul is not afraid. Oh, my soul is not afraid. I will always see better days. I will always see the day. My soul is not afraid. You got it. My soul is not afraid. Oh, my soul is not afraid. I will always see the day. No matter what it looks like. Hey. How about this next line? My peace you will maintain. Hallelujah. My peace you will maintain. God, my peace, you will maintain. I will always see better days. I will always see better days. Somebody praise God for a peace of mind in all of these troubled times. I want you to sing that line with me. Come on. My peace, you will maintain. Yes, you will. Hey, if I keep my mind on you, you promise that you'll keep me. Yeah. See better days, no matter what it looks like. Yeah. say this joy. I can't explain. It makes me clap my hands. Hey, it makes me want to dance. Yeah, the world ain't given to me, and the world can't take it away. No matter what it looks like, come on, declare I will always see better days. No matter what the doctor says, yeah, yeah. No matter what the media says, I know you're scrolling down your timeline, but good news is on the way. Yeah, yeah. God, you made us the promise that your plans for us, they are good and I'll be wrong. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I will always see better days.
Thank you, Javonte, for reminding us about better days. Better days are ahead for sure. Better days are now, today as well. And so glad to have Javonte as a friend and doing all the wonderful work that he's doing here in the Twin Cities and beyond, raising his voice in churches, raising his voice at gatherings and protests, just letting people hear that power of a positive message in song. Alicia, we want to come back to you. I'm very excited about this Girl Dad medley.
All right, hashtag.
Yeah, this is so cool and creative. Songs that dads sing to their daughters and all, right? Take it away.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Awesome. So I'm a girl dad. I'm a daddy's girl as well. But hashtag girl dad. I just wanted to put a personal spin on what I presented today and sing with y'all. So we're just gonna sing some songs that I was born in 1981. So songs that my dad used to sing to me, songs that I remember singing with my dad. And my dad passed away about 5 years ago. And some of our musical memories are some of my favorite memories. My dad had a stereo system. Y'all remember those? That he cherished, possibly just as much as he cherished his two children. That also took up most of the living room, big, huge speakers and all of that. And we would sit on his back on Sundays and lay on the couch, lay on the floor in front of the speakers and listen to records for hours on Sundays. Millie Jackson, Earth, Wind and Fire, Lionel Richie, Michael Jackson, of course, Mighty Clouds of Joy, the Blind Boys of Alabama, John P. Key. So music has always been a part of our cultural expression, yes, but also the ways that we find personal connection. So we're just gonna sing some songs. Please, join with me wherever you are. I'm sure some of your dads sang these songs too. We are a family like a giant tree, branching out towards the sky. We are a family. We mean so much more than just you and I. We are a family like a giant tree, reaching out towards the sky. We are a family. We are so much more than just you and I. We are family. We are family. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. Well, I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way, my girl? Talking about my girl, my girl. I guess you say, What can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl. Talking about my girl, my girl. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than 1 minute. Oh, I never thought through love we'd be making one as lovely as she. But isn't she lovely? Made from love. Isn't she pretty? Truly the angel's best. I am so happy. We have been heaven blessed. I can't believe what God has done. Through us, He's given life to one. And isn't she lovely? Made from love. All my life, I prayed for someone like you. And I thank God that I finally found you. And all my life, I prayed for someone like you. Yes, I hope that you feel the same way too. Yes, I pray that you do love me too. Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far. Like a song of love that clings to me. How the thought of you does things to me. Never before has someone been more unforgettable in every way. And forevermore, that's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. If I could get another chance, another walk, another dance with him, I'd play a song that would never ever end. 'Cause I love, love, love to dance with my father again. If I could get another chance, another walk, another dance with him, I'd play a song that would never ever end. 'Cause I love, love, love to dance with my father again. I want to send special love to my grandfather, Leon Cruz, Zolly Lee, and Zolly Lee Jr., my father. Thank you for the lessons and the love. Happy Father's Day.
Hey. Woo, got a little feedback there. Sorry, happy Father's Day. Indeed, and Alicia, thank you for that powerful medley there. Some of my favorite songs. We grew up around the same time there. So I hope one day my daughter will sing some of these songs to me that we're going to sing together. Thought I'd introduce you all to my family here before we get Jason in here again. This is Malachi, our son, and Lydia Grace, our 2-year-old daughter, and then my lovely wife, Michelle. So thanks for coming on and saying hi, everybody. Love you guys. We'll see you soon, okay?
Happy Father's Day!
Thank you, Malachi. I appreciate that. Jason, maybe you have your crew with you yet.
I'm here, Phillip. Yeah, they're here. Here they are. Come on, y'all.
Hey, Pa.
Over there. This is Father's Day.
I love this live thing. You never know what the kids are going to do in the moment.
Yes, that's Jamie.
Get away.
Say hi, Jamie. And that's Caleb.
Hi, Caleb.
And where's Mommy and Ava?
Sorry. Mom's right here. Where do you look? With a green
How are you?
Hello, that's Phillip.
Yeah, you're looking in the right spot. Good to see you.
We can't hear because Jason has these headphones.
Oh, yeah, they can't hear.
That's okay. Tell them it's a we love your beautiful family. Thanks for getting everybody on the screen.
Your beautiful family.
Go say hi.
So Jason, oh, we got one more coming. Is she coming in?
Come on in.
Hey, there
That's
we go.
Ava.
Hi.
Excellent. Good to see everybody.
Yeah.
Tell us about this premiere, Jason. We've got an amazing premiere video.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, so what you're about to hear is something that the aliens just recorded like 3 days before we had to leave our university due to the pandemic. And it was actually penned by a dear friend of mine, Mr. Ken Burton, who lives in London, England. And he has a reputation over there as a prolific composer and arranger. A dear friend of mine. Promised Land is composed as a sequence telling the story from chains to freedom, and it combines several poems. The first is from the African American poet Paul Laurence Dunbar, and it begins in the Deep South with weaving different pentatonic scales and different lines together to create clusters while painting the image of people crying out to God. So the first poem paints the condition. The second poem is a serene prayer asking to be led to a place of freedom. And then this moves on to some words taken by Martin Luther King Jr. I've been to the mountaintop. And it finishes with the line, the promised land, using another poem which contains language suggesting the coming of the Lord and all the saints rejoicing in those golden tents. So it's a project that we have. It'll be released in August, so this is a sneak peek. And Ken Burton, you know, we have all been learning multiple skills over the pandemic. He's kind of put his hand to some video editing. So Ken did the video for this himself on Final Cut Pro, and says he's no Steven Spielberg, but you'll get the point. So I hope everyone enjoys this, The Promised Land.
Nelson Mandela and Martin Luther King possessed. Let us walk hand in hand, heart to heart, because we will get to that spot, that liquid spot where souls are free and we are oppressed no
Wow, that was amazing. So I have to stand up because we have to do this song because it had its birth in Minneapolis. This song is called One Foot in Front of the Other. You gotta lead with love, fam. And that's the kind of love that keeps you moving forward. It's the kind of love that our ancestors had so that we'll be here. It's the kind of love that our fathers have had for us. So you got to put one foot in front of the other. If you need to stand up and start clapping, this is how it goes. Gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Don't give up hope. You're not alone. Don't you give up. Keep moving on. We gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Lift up your eyes. Don't you despair. Look up ahead. The path is there. We gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. We gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. I know you're scared, and I'm scared too, but here I am right next to you. We gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. We gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. And lead with love. And lead with love. And lead with love. Peace.
Thank you, Melanie, for helping us to lead with love. Let's kick it to Javonte for our closing song. We've got to rise. So Javonte, I hope you're there.
It is over.
Hey.
Hi. Hi. Sorry.
Hey,
Going back to here.
introduce everybody
It's
to
the whole-
us.
Okay, so this is my lovely wife, Simone.
Nice to meet you all.
This is Ella. Say hi, Ella. This is Zoe. Say hi, Zoe. And this is Callie. Look, she's waving. Look. And so say happy Father's Day, you guys.
Happy Father's Day.
So this is my family, and we are at home. We are right in the living room.
Yes.
I choose it all.
We can't hear you. He has to unmute you.
Yeah, you're so blessed this Father's Day. It's so good to see you, my friend. And go ahead and take us home with Rise. You know how much I love this song, so I'm ready to hear you sing it, my friend.
Absolutely. All right. I'll just say you guys can sit. Y'all can sit right here if y'all want to, or y'all can go upstairs if y'all are done. Okay. Ella said she's done. You can go around that way. Rise to the sky and be all you can be. Oh, rise to the sky and be all you can be. So many people are homeless. So many families can't afford college. We may not have all the answers, but they deserve better. So rise to the sky and be all you can be. Oh, rise to the sky and be all you can be. Oh, to the sky and be all you can be. Come on home, say rise to the sky and be all you can be. Come on, say rise for our community. Hey, to end poverty and every attempt for black colleges over politics. Hey, and the color of our skin. Reach down inside and give love a try. No more excuses. Hey, I know we can do this. We don't have all the answers, Happy Father's Day. Rise around the world.
Thank you for reminding us to be all that we can be, to rise to the sky and never let anyone hold us down. Friends in the listening audience, thank you for being with us today. Thank you for bearing with us for the first few minutes as we got things going. And I want to bring everybody back in. Melanie, Alicia, Jason, Javonte, thank you for this amazing day of singing together. Much love to each and every one of you, friends.
Thank you so much for having me, Phillip. Blessed.
Beautiful acronym. Thank you.
We were so excited to
Family.
be here. Thank you.
Ooh, God, we're
Everyone was
beautiful.
great. I enjoyed
Yes.
y'all.
Yes,
Yeah.
what
Enjoy it,
a
everyone.
great celebration. Thank you, guys.
Indeed. We'll do this
Thank you,
again.
Phillip.
Maybe next year we can do it in person, live,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be great?
Yes, that would be amazing.
I love it. Well, everybody in the
Take care,
listening
everybody.
audience, singing audience, keep singing, keep marching, keep working. We love you. Take care. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, everyone.
Day.
Take care.
Everybody.
Happy
Peace.
Father's Day. Bye.